You have the Hulk who's always trying to like calm himself down, trying to battle with this thing that he has this like inner kind of demon almost, if you will, like that if he gets too mad, he's gonna turn into this huge hulking monster, you know, which is what people think that black people are gonna do anyway. It's like, oh, don't get him mad, he's gonna turn into the big black Hulk and crush everything. Like, it's like, this is what people think of us. So that's why I feel like I like comics so much. I don't know, getting to start in art is kind of like a strange question for me, because I've been thinking recently about when I made the decision, because people have been asking when you made the decision to be an artist, and I think it's one thing where you're like, I feel like either born an artist or not. It's one thing to get to a point of realizing. That's what I think that happened for me. So, you know, it's either you're born one or not. It's just, I just think that it was the time when I realized it was 2012. It's more so like what I feel the need to discuss at the time is really where the kind of material decisions come from. Like, I have to speak to my process. So my process tells me what it wants to be, how it wants to realize itself on this plane, rather than like in my head. You know, that's a real kind of like influence in terms of like looking at the body, right? Looking at how a body can affect the space. Because when, like, I wasn't allowed to listen to rap music, so when I would hide to like watch like 106 and Parker, like anything on BT or BET Uncut, like, or so whatever, you know. See, it's like how bodies move in space, and then how other people like react to that. So which is why a lot of times I like looking at the human form in my work and like manipulating that. As many times as I hear people talk about famous artists that they love, and artists in general that they love, you know, I can always ask them, like, did that show make you feel like the first time you heard Reasonable Doubt? Or did that show make you feel like the first time you heard College Dropout? No, it didn't. So what are we talking about? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, it didn't, so what are we talking about? So that's like my bar in terms of like the work that I create. Like, I strive to put that much of myself, that much of like my own personal kind of like energy, my creative energy into the work. And I didn't, I guess, fully understand like how to articulate it at the time, because I'm growing up, but I think, because I was growing up, but I think that there was like definitely a relationship to how I felt in the context of my environment, especially growing up in the South. There's so many different stimuli that come at you every day. There's so many, like tomorrow the city is different. You know, it's so much stuff that happens that you have to constantly readjust for. And you have to make work in a constantly changing environment. And I think that, you know, it's not easy, but, you know, if you can do it and continue to make work, I think it's a testament to how much you're devoting to your practice, and like the rigor that you take to, and how much care you have in the work that you make. Just flames, man. Just you have to be able to trust your voice, and also to not be scared of rejection, because it's going to come, because there are going to be a lot of people who don't like it. They're not going to like the work at all. They're going to say that, why are you even making work? Why are you even an artist? They're going to look at your work like it's like trash. But you have to continue to make work, because it's not about them. I've been traveling recently, so I'm kind of digesting everything that I've seen. Went to the Ivory Coast for the first time, and I went to Paris, and it was just like a lot. And I went back to Atlanta. So it was just, so I'm digesting all of these kinds of different things that I've seen, and this project, these like whispers of this project are coming.
Like the Living Life Fearless plug.
Yeah, just be like, I'm Marvin Touré, artist, you know?
Marvin Touré.
Yeah,
oh,
like,
should I look at the camera? Yo, what's up? I'm Marvin. I'm artist Marvin Touré, and I'm living life fearless. Wait, let me do that again. I was saying,